This is one of Mom's earliest projects. We were trying to develop a bacteria that would dissolve all the plastic in the oceans. But well, she ran out of time. Like, if you have any ideas, it would really mean a lot.
With some genetic tweaking, I might be able to crack it. But I need a better equipped lab. And the bacteria only lives in liquid environments. Wait, my web fluid. I can keep the bacteria alive in my web cartridge. ESU should have the chemicals I need to increase its power. Oh man, the bacteria dissolved my web. It's in the cartridge for the webs I swing from. The other kind should be okay. Now I have to get to ESU without swinging from anything. The zipline webs seem fine.
Back to ESU it is. Back to our old stomping ground.
Well, I'm getting a heck of a workout. Gotta hustle. I don't know how long this bacteria stays viable. This is good practice for if my web shooters ever malfunction. You'd think these people never saw a guy jogging on walls.
Looks like it's back to not using our web shooters again, and it's like this is going to be the theme of this particular recording session.
Okay. By law, they have to dispose of their chemicals in these containers. Should be some stuff I can use. All set. Now I have to get to Dr. Octavius's lab to combine everything. I'd just take the subway, but the bacteria won't survive that long.
Alright, let's stay high so I've got things to jump off of. Don't really fancy wall running the whole way. Yikes! Come on, Spidey! We've practiced this. There we go. See, we upgraded that to web zip for a reason. Perfect.
Okay, now I just need to grab the bonding agent.
While we're here, I might as well check out and see if there's any more spectrograph or circuit puzzles to do while we're here. Kill two birds with one stone and all that. I wonder if Octavius is around. It looks like he's left an audio tape for us.
Peter. Oh, Peter. Don't even know why I'm bothering to record this. Norman has neutered us, and soon the lab will be out of funds. We were on the verge of such great things. If we had just a bit more time and money, I know all the ideas in our heads would have come pouring. Wait. Ideas in our heads. My God, Peter, that's it!
Well, last time Octavius called us, he did seem like he'd had some sort of breakthrough after Norman shut us down. Maybe it was recording this message when he had that breakthrough.
And now the industrial centrifuge that'll get the bacteria out of my web fluid so I can store it properly.
Well, the lab's looking pretty empty at the moment after Norman cleared us out.
Just need to isolate the bacteria.
Okay, let's start with a triple first, and then we'll work over to the others two. Probably going to end up having to change the triple eventually, but what do we need? We've got only these two have a middle one. I'm thinking we're going to go with this one, that one, and then that one to eliminate the middle line. We'll go with this one, and this little guy can go down here. And nah, that doesn't work, because then we've got this guy at the end, and we have no way of eliminating him. So maybe if that's the case, what we actually need is... that one goes there. That one goes there. Oh, what have I done here? I've just realised I've messed up the middle one. That was what I was supposed to stick there. Oh, okay. Maybe I can actually do this one. I put the wrong one in the wrong place. There we go. I thought that seemed to make sense in my head. I wondered why it didn't work in practice. But I put the wrong one down.
Beautiful. I think I improved the bacteria. But I can only tell for sure back at Harry's research station.
Indeed we can, but before we go back there, I'm going to see if we've got any more circuit puzzles or spectrographs or, hey, audio logs.
Damn it! Why do I keep repeating the same mistake over and over? Norman Osborn cannot be trusted. In matters large and small, if Norman has the chance to profit off another man's loss, he'll take it. It's infuriating. Someday I'll turn the tables. I'll teach Norman what it is to feel helpless and small.
Doc must have more history with Norman than he shared.
Yeah, well, both genius, both scientists, both head of companies, or even if this is a small startup, head of companies, I'm sure they've had to bump heads at some point. Hell, even Otto said that all these infractions were waved off by the mayor's office before. They've definitely had dealings in the past.
Ugh. How do you know we lost our grant money? Just taste the new coffee.
There you go. There's the coffee I'm used to working with. Oh, a little bit of somber jazz music. I can get on board with that.
We really need to get better about organizing our workspace.
Well, right now we don't even really have a workspace, so not really much to organize. Oh, good lord, what is going on with that table? Is that... Ah... Rightio. So, what we're looking at here is not a funky new design. Norman Osborn did not steal the tablecloth from this particular table. What you're seeing in there is a very, 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 very zoomed out version of when game designers, when 3D modelers test out the texture mapping, the UV maps for when they make a model. They put like this checkered coloured pattern on to make sure everything lines up properly. And what's happened, as seems to be the way with this game today, maybe this might have to be a short recording session, is the texture hasn't loaded in properly, so we're seeing the original texture UV map, or at least that's my suspicion. I wanted to zoom in with the camera to see a closer look, but that's what I'm thinking's happened here. The texture hasn't quite loaded properly. Wow. Demons getting decapitated, police officers getting stabbed, crimes just disappearing, and now texture's not loading. This is, I think something's going on here. I think we need to investigate. I think the demons are actually causing the world to break. Aunt May's eye turning into the Green Goblin. It's a conspiracy, I told you! Oh my, we have plenty more circuits to do. Good lord.
Interesting. Doc's hardwiring in a basic spatial mapping system.
Yeah, I would have originally done this next time we went back to Dr. Octavius's lab, but since we're here now, well, we can't delete these two, so we're just going to have to just bring the circuit round the old-fashioned way, and as we only have two of the straightforward ones, we have to utilize the curves as much as possible.
Very cool. Arms will have a sense of their surroundings now. Should help with body awareness.
And we should have an extra 200 XP now, thank you very much.
Need to tune the arm's gyro to auto-orient.
Rightio, so we need to hit up to 4. We've got a -1 there that we can't get rid of, so we actually need to bring this up to 5. Okay. So we need 5, so that'll be +2, 3, 4, 5. That should do. Perfect. And now just fill in the blanks and we should be good to go. Yep, I know the voltage is too high. Just give me but a moment. Bingo!
Done. This will really help users maintain their equilibrium while wearing the prosthetic.
Power efficiency.
Doc's trying to lower the overall power consumption of the prosthetic.
Okie pokey, this one looks like it's a bit of a mess, so we're starting from here. We need to get down to there. We need 8, so we've got 4, 2, 5, and we need to go through at least that one there. Okay, so we could do 5 and 4 would bring us to 9 with a -1. That should work. Unless there's anything that I've miscalculated along the way. That should get the job done. Bingo!
Great. Way more efficient. And probably safer, too.
Do a little bit of micro cable calibration and we get ourselves a research point along with it.
Cool. Logic controller for the microcables Doc's been theorizing.
Okay, so we need to hit the end there. We need to target a 4. -2 plus 3. So let's hit a +3 in there. So we're going to need to do both of these, but we're going to have to go through a minus. Let's bring that up to 5, and then we'll bring that down to -1, turn it that way. And we should be able to do this. Oh no, we're going to have to go through that one. There's no way of getting around it because we've got no straightforward pieces. So we're going to have to change this one to +3 instead. Nearly made a boo-boo. And then another -1. Perfect.
These things are awesome. So much more versatile than traditional fixed axis designs.
Makes me think if there's this many circuit designs, then we've probably got this many spectrographs to work through as well. Maybe we should pop back here sooner.
Simple AI that'll improve the prosthetic's functionality over time. Welcome to the future.
Oh, this one's pretty straightforward. 2 negatives, 2 pluses. So we've got a +4 and a +3, or we could do 2 +3s to make 6. So let's go with 6 for now, the 2 +3s, and make it 6. Then we need to do -4. I've got a -3 and a -1. Perfect. And a -3. And then we're going to do a +3 and a +3 should, in theory, get the job done. Bingo.
Now the prosthetic has a tiny brain. Cool. And a little creepy.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're saying that now, you don't know what you're creating, Parker.
Doc dove right in with the intracranial interface.
Okay, this one looks like it's a bit more complicated. Nothing we can delete along the path, so we're going to have to stick with what we've got. This one here seems like a really odd placement. Like, you can't delete it, and it doesn't lead into anything, so it's kind of odd, but... can I rotate this? Nah, it's locked in position. Okay, so we've got to go through 2 greens and 1 negative. So let's say +2 and -2. That should work. You can go there. You can have one of these non-changeable ones. Let's get them out of the way while we can. La la la, do 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 do. I wonder how many people play these little circuit games and go, God, yeah, I'd be a really good scientist. And you can go in there too. Perfect.
Revolutionary, but not 100% stable. We need to refine this design.
Too true, and I think we'll do that a little bit later when we unlock these last 2. Yeah, I'll take the XP points. Kind of would like to take the texture loading on there too, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. And I'll have to come back for these spectrograph at a later date. Looks like I can't access that because it was part of the quest, the story. So I have to do that one next time we're back at Doc Ock's lab, which isn't the end of the world. Split it up a little bit. I tend to take a while doing those pattern ones anyway.
Should have my web swinging back. Let's see. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, sweet web swinging. I'll never take you for granted again. I hope this works. I remember when Harry's mom started the project. It meant so much to them both. Where there's a web, there's a way.
Yeah, you don't realize how easy it is to get through New York until that way's taken away from you. Yeah, I just realized I was sitting there doing all those circuit puzzles. Should I have been hurrying? Should I have been getting a move on with this? Was the chemicals about to biodegrade inside my web shooters?
There's the testing receptacle, full of plastic. Let's see what happens. It's working. Not as fast as I'd hoped, but better than before. Probably needs further testing. Didn't get all the plastic, but it's a big step forward. Enough for Oscorp to keep working on it. They'd win the Nobel Prize. And it wouldn't hurt their stock price either.
Rightio, and with that said and done, we also leveled up, which hopefully means we should get another skill point so we can put it into payback. Press triangle after the perfect dodge, after perfect dodging rifle and pistol enemies for an instant takedown. Thank you very much. Now all we need to do is save up another 3 points and we can get chain finisher, and that will make me one happy camper. Can we upgrade any more of our gadgets? I don't think we can. Probably would have highlighted to tell us if we could. Oh no. Yep, challenge tokens. And challenge tokens. Okay, fair enough. Rightio, with that said and done, let's move on to the next Black Cat stakeout location, which I think is over there. Let's get moving. I would just fast travel over there, but to be honest, I want to keep swinging around just in case any crimes take place. I think I've said it 1,000 times over, but hell, I'll repeat myself once again. Repetition is the best way to learn. If it's best to try and get rid of most of the active crimes, like the red crime tokens, as often as you can, because otherwise you're left with just so many at the end, and it can be really tedious to just try and go around and just fight crime. So I personally feel it's always a good idea to get them on the go. And I mean, it's just what Spider-Man does, isn't it? Constantly trying, he's got a bigger threat, or he's got his own life problems to solve, and then there's just a mugging, or a demon activity, or a robbery, or 1,001 other things he has to try and stop. But it's the true Spider-Man experience, coming to a theme park near you.
Now, friends, you know I'm always open to differing points of view. So after a police officer called me out on social media for being too hard on Spider-Man, and it went viral and people just wouldn't shut up about it, I agreed to a debate. Officer, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, so me and my guys went to shoot out with these desperate characters who had nothing to lose. I mean, they didn't care if we all lived or died. And somebody would have, trust me, if Spider-Man hadn't helped us.
All right, fair enough. I'm not saying he never does anything good. I'm saying he causes more problems than he solves. You had to go to the academy, right? Be thoroughly trained? You have rules to follow?
Sure, but he seems to know what he's doing, too.
It worked out for the best this time. Next time, how do we know Spider-Man won't cause the deaths of all concerned?
Well, he never has before, has he?
I believe we'll just have to agree to disagree. Thank you for your service. Goodbye.
Okay, great. That's like saying an airbag will save your life until the one time it doesn't. Like, okay, don't set a high bar for me or nothing. Stealth, yeah. No, that's definitely your repertoire.
Black Cat's been here. She was doing this in person the first time I caught her. Or did she catch me? This can't just be some elaborate flirtation. Hasn't she heard of dating apps? She's up to something.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's a Spider-Man dating app called, I don't know, what, Spinder or...
There it is.
Loads of jokes I can make here about searching the web for a date, but I'll just refrain.
That's Ty Stone's place, and it's full of priceless art. You're playing with fire, Felicia. I guess that's how you roll.
I get the feeling it's not full of priceless art anymore, but... Yeah, as he was saying just now, I get the feeling that we're not necessarily chasing Felicia, and more she's leading us in a direction, but I'm going to leave that one for now. Let's just go on and let's just get some more of the Black Cat stuff done. I don't really fancy doing that particular research station just yet. There is actually a bit of a method to my madness as to what research stations I'm going to and which ones I'm not. Tune in next week to find out what those reasons are.
Demons robbing an armored car. These guys are looking for long-term financing. Gentlemen, that is not how an ATM works. That's not even an ATM.
Oh, no you don't. And we've got all the moves done, so we can just beat these guys up. Music to my ears. Or, you know, webs to your ears. One of the two. Oof! Pacha! Back at ya. Hang on 1 second. I just need to web down Chugs Yugsy and then I'll be right with you.
Demons aren't just a street gang.
How astute of you, Spider-Man. I think we we developed that a little while ago, but... Oh yeah, we're going on to the Black Cat thing. I'm just getting all turned around there, forgetting what I'm doing. Yeah, there's a bit of a method to my madness. There's a reason why I'm picking certain research stations to do now and some that I'm doing later. There's some that I can't actually do now, because you need certain abilities unlocked and stuff. But the reason I'm actually doing it is a real fickle one, but... you know how I like immersion, you know how I like the story to flow. Well, some of these locations only take place at daytime, and some of these research stations only take place at nighttime. You can do them at any point, but if you do one during the day when it's nighttime, it will just change to daytime. You do the task, and then it just changes back to nighttime. And I personally don't like that. I kind of feel like it kind of breaks the flow a bit. It kind of breaks the immersion. We're looking for a place to stay. We need a good night's sleep, and then suddenly it's just daytime. I don't like that, so... Date night. Well, is that what you're calling it? I'm calling it the long night, to be honest. But yeah, it's a silly thing, and I feel like I sound like quite a nerd just saying it out loud. But I don't like it. When it's nighttime, I feel like it should stay nighttime, and when it's daytime, it should stay daytime.
Felicia thinks she's toying with me, but I learned something in each of these scenes.
Do you know what? Saying that out loud, it sounds so much more nerdy than it did inside my head. Like. It reminds me of, if anyone's seen Wreck-It Ralph 2, it reminds me of that bit where the guy's asking the baby Groot a question, and he's getting really angry, shouting about Captain America, and he gets really close to the microphone and headbutts it. Like, I kind of feel like that right now. Where is this one? Why am I not seeing it? Am I blind? Oh, that's why it's on the floor. And there she is! She's taken the appearance of an old lady.
There it is. I think some big-time lawyer lives here. I bet she's after his client list to find new targets. Hate to admit it, but she's one smart cat.
Do you think maybe I should swing down there and let that lady know that that establishment's been robbed? Feels like something I should probably do. I'll leave that one for now. I think let's just hit up the south side of this area, and we'll get the rest of them later. I don't really fancy getting them all done right this second, but we'll get a few of them sorted before we move on. And speaking of moving on, yikes!
Nothing like an RPG to wake you up.
Yeah, no, definitely get the job done. Alright, let's get some battle focus going, and let's start bashing out the finishers. Or just bashing you off the roof, one of the two. Alright, let's get rid of those shields. Because it's only a matter of time if one of you try and bat me with that shield, and I lose my combo. Like that. See, look. You call and they answer. Underlay! Over the edge you go. Nice shot, but swing and a miss.
I feel like there are better ways to spend your life than shooting rockets at dudes in spandex.
It's not exactly some career choice I mentioned at Career Day. But hey, you be inventive, you do you. And I'm gonna do me and punch you in the face. But at least we're getting some research. We're getting some research stations done. We're clearing up some of Black Cat's stuff, and we're managing to take down a bunch of the demons in the process. Oh, there you go. I thought she didn't leave us a picture this time. Book smarts. Are you talking about yourself here, or are you talking about me? If you're talking about both of us, we have a lot more in common than I thought we did.
Felicia's keeping busy, but I'm catching up. Let's see where she hit this time.
The real problem is, are we catching up because she wants us to catch up? It's the thing with Felicia. You never know if you're getting the drop on her, or if you're just falling into a trap. There you are.
Found you. Cornelius Van Lunt's place. She's hitting places full of one-of-a-kind valuables. She must be working for someone. Otherwise, why not just steal cash?